Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining and welcome back to Wall Street Silver. Our guest today is my great friend, Mark Yaxley. He is the managing director at Strategic Wealth Preservation. Welcome back, Mark.
Hey, Ivan, good to see you in costume today.
Yeah, it's great to see you. And again, happy Halloween to everyone on Wall Street Silver. I wanted to get you on to talk about all the craziness that's happening and excitement that's happening in the precious metals market. Let's start off with silver. We always start off with gold. Let's start off with silver. A lot of people are seeing a lot of volatility now and are expecting that as people are buying silver and people are trying to, people are saying like, the prices, they're surprised that there isn't a bigger correction. What do you see there?
Yeah, we've seen a pretty strong correction in silver, and I'm not entirely surprised, to be honest. Ivan, nothing goes up in a straight line forever,
Right.
and I've been telling some of our clients recently that we might be seeing like a near-term top because what's happening is you're getting so much market participation over the last few weeks. You have the retail buyers in there, you have the central bank buyers, and more recently, you have the ETFs that are buying a lot of gold and silver. And it was starting to feel just a little bit toppish for a minute there as we got towards $2,800 gold, $34 silver. And so I'm not surprised that we've seen a pullback. It's completely normal. It's very healthy. If we expect to see this rally continue, you have to also expect that there are going to be pullbacks. And with silver, it's always a volatile move. These aren't small moves. These are going to be like 5% moves. So
Yeah. Do
it's
you
regular.
Does it really matter at the end of the day for like let's say someone who's new into silver and gold, does it matter what the price of silver is, or are you doing it for a long-term play? Because people are saying like, hey, we shouldn't value silver in US dollars. It should be valued in something else. What do you say to that?
Yeah, I'd love to hear what else it should be valued in. I mean, USD is the base currency for almost all commodities traded worldwide. So, yeah, we could reinvent the system, but I don't foresee that happening immediately.
Right.
Should they be buying it for the long term? Absolutely. I mean, I would say, first of all, gold has to be the cornerstone of your long term investment portfolio, or one of the cornerstones of your long term investment portfolio, like real estate should be as well. Silver, silver's a doozy. I mean, it's if you look at the last if you look at the last, decade or so, people can easily point at the charts and say, look, it used to be 50 bucks an ounce. It's therefore underperformed. But if you go back, just a few short years, maybe 5 years ago, it was like 9 bucks an ounce, and you've made out really well on
Oh
silver since
yeah.
then. So it really depends on when you added silver to your portfolio. I think long-term precious metals are a safe bet, and you're going to see good appreciation. I mean, gold's up over 500% in the last 20 years. And silver, yeah, it's that volatility. I think those big dips that people get stuck on, but you also have those 5-6% days where it rises in value as well. And so, long story short, you should have some silver in your portfolio. It should not be more than 5 or 10% of your overall investment portfolio, in my mind,
Right.
because it starts getting really volatile and you might be disappointed at times.
Are you seeking a secure, truly offshore solution to protect your wealth? Whether you're invested in gold, silver, or other precious metals, strategic wealth preservation is the strategic storage choice. Located in the Cayman Islands, SWP offers a state-of-the-art 6,000 square foot facility, purpose-built to safeguard your assets with unparalleled security and privacy. Why choose the Cayman Islands? This premier jurisdiction has zero taxes on stored precious metals, no reporting requirements, and complete peace of mind, making it the ideal solution for investors looking to diversify internationally. At SWP, your metals are fully segregated, allocated, and insured. You can buy online or in person. Plus, SWP has a dedicated logistics team that facilitates the global transportation of your precious metals from almost anywhere in the world. Learn more about SWP and how they can help secure your precious metals offshore. Visit swpcayman.com or call them today, and the link will be in the description below. Thanks. Absolutely. Do you see, Mark, a world where, like, let's say in the next 5 to 10 years, you're starting to see some massive instability around Europe and across the globe? And let's take the euro. Let's say it collapses. They bring out a central bank digital currency. Will the mass population go with it, or will they flood to hard assets like silver and gold? Let's say the economy collapses in Europe. Where do they go? Do they take the CBDC?
I think there's definitely going to be a rush for more physical metal in the case that you have a major currency that's collapsing like the euro, or worst case scenario the USD. Yeah, you're going to get a massive rush to the door, and that would have a huge impact on the price of gold and silver for sure. Will people adopt what the government throws at them as an alternative? Most people probably will. Most people
Right.
adopt most of the things that government does, but you'll definitely have you'll have a gray market, or call it whatever you will, where people will try to trade other currencies. Like cryptocurrency would be a great alternative, I think. Interesting to that point, you talk about fleet of safety. The thing that I just picked up on today, I thought it was great, and you probably already reported on this, but Tether announcing that its reserves, it's got 48 tons of gold in its reserves. So
Wow.
that's a stable coin cryptocurrency. So this is another market that is using gold to shore up its reserves. That's about 4% of its market cap, and it's about $4.2 billion worth of physical gold. So really
Wow.
interesting to me that an alternative currency is using gold as backing in its reserves, and people could take a lesson from that.
Do you think more cryptos will come out like Tether and say, hey, we're going to have our, crypto backed by gold, backed by silver, a hard asset. So you start having more of these people around the world who are like, hey, I want to protect my wealth. I'll go digital, but it's backed by gold and silver. Do you think you'll see more Tethers out there?
Yeah, I think it's a perfect marriage of,
Right.
digital alternative currencies or assets, and then backing that with a physical asset, something tangible. And, this is big news on Twitter, Tether making this announcement, and the reaction from investors was very positive.
Wow.
So I think you will see other major cryptocurrencies follow suit. And again, like I said, we're even seeing it behind the scenes. We talked to some of these people that put together, digital programs or digital offerings, and they are coming to us and asking us to partner on the physical backing, the storage aspect. So it's definitely something that's ongoing, and like I said, the perfect marriage, I think.
Do you think ever that, because you are at Strategic Wealth Preservation, just like what you mentioned, do you think there will be a partnership with a crypto where they're going to use SWP as their holder?
We've worked on probably half a dozen projects already, Ivan. We
Wow.
don't always disclose to the
Yeah,
public that
yeah, of
we're
course.
involved, because you have kind of the public facing product that people see, but we've been the storage provider and the liquidity provider on a number of products. And we actually have someone paying us a visit tomorrow that
Wow.
wants to relocate their gold, backing their product to the Cayman Islands. So we'll be having that discussion tomorrow.
Wow, that's actually super exciting. Now, Mark, what's something that's, I guess, because you're at Strategic Wealth Preservation, you're talking to investors and silver gold stackers all the time. What is a major concern that they see right now? Is it just the volatility that they're going to see in the next, I guess, in the next year or so, or what's their major concern?
Well, I think front and center for most of us in North America, anyways, right now is the elections. I
Right.
think that's very concerning because things could go one of two ways, and it's going to be a pretty drastic difference between Trump getting in or Kamala getting in. Everyone seems to be assuming that Trump is going to be winning this election,
Well, we
which he
assumed
is.
we assumed last time that he was going to win too. I thought he was going to win last time.
Yeah, exactly. It's not done yet. It's never
Right.
done. We've had some shifts in our political scene in Canada as well, as you know. So I
Right.
think politics is really on the minds of people definitely right now. We need to get through these elections. And, if Trump gets in, deregulation happening, I think the gold market might stall out a little bit based on that news. But
Right.
if Kamala gets in, the phones are going to be busy, let me tell you, because Republicans are going to be worried about, higher
World War Three.
taxation, higher regulation, confiscation, all these things. So,
Yeah. And I heard a major concern is, of course, just more wars. Like you've seen what's happening with Biden. There's more wars, more wars. If you see Kamala, you're just going to have endless wars, which I'm sure is going to be it's not great for the world, but is great for precious metals investors. If you start seeing all this instability around the world, which again is not a great thing, not no silver or gold stacker wants to see instability. Would you rather see prices go slower for a longer time and higher, or all of a sudden, would we rather just see it next week, price revised, real silver and gold prices?
I mean, personally, I've been on a personal investment level, I'm in it for the long run. So
Yeah, yeah,
how
me
we
too.
get there, I guess, is a little bit irrelevant, you could say, but
Right.
like long term steady is probably a more likely outcome for gold, because if you look at the charts, that tends to be the tendency. I mean, you do have You have some single events like COVID, you have the financial crisis in 2008, you have these single events that drive, large increases. But, if you widen that chart over, it's really more of a long-term uptrend.
Right.
Um, so I don't think it really matters how we get there. I think that the fact is we will get there, and you just have to be patient. And that's the thing to remember with gold and silver is you're going to have days like we saw where silver got slapped. You lost a dollar 50 an ounce, but there's a good chance it'll be back to where it was within a few weeks as well. So
Yeah, and I remember not too long ago where people, I think for years, were stressing about getting to that $30 silver. Now we're at that $30 silver, and people are like, "Oh, it's volatile." It's like, guys, what do you want?
it's
But
like
yeah,
the weather. We're never happy with what we've got.
yeah, we're never happy. We got $20 silver. We want 30. 30 comes, and we're like, we'll get the 40.
Yeah. I
So,
think people just need to be realistic, like things do
right,
take time. These events that we see around us unwinding the effects, it takes time for gold and silver to react to them. It's not because a headline comes out today that everything is going to change.
right.
We're always looking for the magic bullet or the silver bullet, and it doesn't always exist. So, yeah, do it for the long term. To answer your question, it's a long term
Yeah.
investment. Keep stacking and you'll be in a good spot.
Now, before I let you go, my last question is, and of course, has been on everyone's mind. I think I've asked you this before, but the manipulation in the silver and gold markets, in the just, do you believe that it plays a major role in keeping silver and gold prices suppressed?
I've always said the same thing on it. In all of my years working in precious metals, I've never been privy to a conversation where manipulation was occurring. I've
Right,
seen the same articles, I've seen the same court documents as everyone else has, where manipulation has caused minor price fluctuations, or there's
right.
been a play that has made banks money on the spreads and things like that. But I've never come across proof where I'm absolutely convinced. However, I do know that every time dollars are involved in a transaction, that humans try to manipulate it in their own favor.
Well said.
Whether you be a bank or, on the other end of things, you're the retail investor, chances are you don't have much of a fight to put up against the larger players in the industry. So does it happen? Definitely. Have I seen proof of it firsthand? I haven't. So it's
Yeah.
hard for me to throw anybody under the bus.
Yeah, no, absolutely. You nailed it there, Mark. Well, again, it's such a huge pleasure having you come down to Wall Street Silver, like always. Where can people connect with you? I'm going to put your links in the description below, but where can people connect with you?
Yeah, the website is great, swpcayman.com, very informative. We have our YouTube channel called SWP, obviously Strategic Wealth Preservation. Look for Inside the Vault videos, lots of education there. Or you can follow me on Twitter at Yaxley.
That's perfect. Yeah, and I'll put the links in the description below for everyone. Again, Mark, such a huge, huge pleasure you coming down to Wall Street Silver. And I'm confident as the election is, creeping right around here in November, I'd love to have you back on because I'm confident we'll see some major moves in whether it's precious metals or just the economy itself.
Yeah, it'll be really interesting to connect in about 10 days from now, Ivan.
Yeah.
Happy trick or treating meantime. Enjoy your evening.
Yeah, happy Halloween, everyone. Please subscribe to the video, like the video. And again, Mark, thank you so much.
Thank you.